Welcome to my channel. We are watching puppetkreekx new console on Xbox.
Console with RTX 5090 level of ray tracing, the ability to also run PC games natively, and a price tag that might generally shock you. Well, that's the new Xbox, aka Project Helix, that Microsoft built at GDC 2026. And honestly, this may just be the most ambitious piece of gaming hardware I've ever seen. So get our popcorn ready because there's a lot.
I am a bit more excited.
And before that, this playful people pack by Wallrod looks so clean. I just love the vibrant color.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I can't.
To it. Microsoft confirmed that the next Xbox, Project Helix,
will look like Xbox Series X,
which is expected to be built on a 3nm process.
Okay.
For context, the current Xbox Series X runs on a 7nm chip.
7?
Going from 7 to 3 is a massive jump. We're talking significantly better power efficiency and a huge increase in the number of transistors that can be crammed into that chip. The chip inside will reportedly use AMD's RDNA 5 architecture. That's their next-gen graphics platform. And according to Microsoft themselves, the goal here is to deliver, quote-unquote, an order of magnitude leap in performance compared to the current console.
Wow.
Now, all of that sounds like marketing speak, right? But here's where it gets really interesting, as according to Morgan is Dead, who's been very reliable on console hardware release, the GPU performance could actually be somewhere around the RTX 5080 level in rasterization.
Wow!
RTX 5090 level when it comes to ray tracing. Just let that sink in for a second. RTX 5090 level of ray tracing in a console. That's not a small upgrade, that's a generational leap. And yes, that could make the next Xbox fold and Sony's upcoming PS6, but to that a bit later. Now here's where Project Helix gets really interesting. This may not actually be a traditional console at all. Instead, Microsoft...
Chat, vote. What are you in? Xbox or PlayStation? Microsoft or Sony? What your favorite console? What you like?
Appears to be building something that's rather closer to a hybrid console PC system. The idea is that this next Xbox will be able to run both Xbox games and PC games, essentially merging.
Wait, how much is Puppy Playtime? I say Puppet Playtime.
This may not actually be a traditional console at all. Instead, Microsoft appears to be building something that's rather closer to a hybrid console PC system. The idea is that this next Xbox will be able to run both Xbox games and...
£18. You're more, you're 20, yo.
PC games, essentially merging both ecosystems into one machine. And if that sounds familiar, well, it's because Microsoft has already been moving in this direction. Not long ago, we saw the new Xbox mode on Windows debut on the Asus ROG Ally Xbox Edition handhelds. This mode essentially transforms to something that looks and behaves like a console OS.
This is best
controller first. According to some reports, this Xbox mode is actually coming to Windows.
It's the best one. You buy Xbox game, you buy PC games, and you buy PlayStation games. PlayStation is in the PC game in Steam, though. Or you buy Spider-Man or something. Why you want me to play on PC? So this is what I save to buy. That would be big upgrade. I might upgrade my wheel as well. They might buy most often Forza Horizon though. That is big. That is huge. So for a moment when my chat is on, my chat is on. Go back to the video.
In April. So the line between Xbox and PC is already starting to blur. But with Project Helix, Microsoft could be taking this even further. Building a dedicated gaming PC designed specifically for your living room. Running the same games as your actual PC, but with that plug-and-play console experience.
What think a speaker? Well, it looked like a speaker. You look like Xbox. You look like Xbox. You make it smaller. You like a speaker. Maybe later. After this video. You look like speaker. Almost. You say design Xbox Series X? You make it more smaller. Jeez.
And honestly, if they manage to pull this off properly, it could change everything.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems with
It's just a lot.
Project Helix is tackling that head on with AMD's brand new technology called FSR Diamond. FSR, or Fidelity FX Super Resolution, is AMD's answer to NVIDIA's DLSS. So it takes a lower res image and then it intelligently upscales it to look like native high res footage.
What
FSR
the
Diamond replaces the
fuck?
older FSR Redstone into the Microsoft GDK. Redstone uses a dedicated NPU for multi-frame generation, neural texture compression, ray regeneration for both ray tracing and path tracing, and neural rendering. I know that all sounds like a lot of buzzwords, but in plain English, basically games should look like they're running at native 4K and also at high frame rates without the hardware having to brute force every single pixel. That's a huge deal for hitting consistent 60 FPS or even 120 at high settings on a console. And I think that one of the very first games that I'll be playing on this new Xbox will be our sponsor, War Thunder, which is free on
No! Go away, you sponsor!
available for a limited time only. The next Xbox is rumored to have a full dedicated neural processing unit built right into the chip. This is a specialized processor designed purely for AI workloads. We've already seen NPUs in laptops and smartphones, but in a gaming console, that would be a new territory. And the potential use cases are genuinely exciting. AI-enhanced upscaling, smarter NPC behavior that actually adapts to how you play.
What do you think about this chat?
Dynamic world generation, and improved ray tracing reconstruction, plus more. Essentially, AI isn't just a software gimmick here. It could become a core part of how the next-gen games are built and how they run. In fact, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Sony recently announced PSSR 2 on the PS5 Pro. And in games such as Resident Evil Requiem, this makes such a huge difference.
What did you leave to fall off? What? Oh yeah, I leave, yeah. You liked that game? You like that game? You want me to come back? After the video on Roblox and my dog. Okay, after this video, though, I do it. Not worry.
So upscaling games is definitely where the industry is heading towards, and I feel like the Xbox could definitely win the next generation with all of these massive upgrades. But speaking of upgrades, the storage speed is actually one of the other upgrades we should see here.
Yeah, what storage speed?
Because Project Helix will reportedly combine direct storage with ZSTD compression. Direct storage basically lets the SSD communicate directly with the GPU, which would bypass traditional bottlenecks, and then ZSTD compression is a compression algorithm that's already used on PCs because of its speed and efficiency. Integrating both directly into the console's hardware means that games should load significantly faster. Open world get more detailed, and massive environments will be able to stream without any pop-in. Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything that interesting on paper, but in practice, it should be something that you'll definitely notice. Now, here's the part that generally surprised me. Some of the technology inside the Xbox may actually come from a collaboration between AMD and Sony. You see, last year we heard about Project Amethyst, a partnership between AMD and Sony that's focused on developing new GPU technologies. Oh my god! A video about that right here. But now there's a couple of new GPU technologies that were discussed here. Radiance cores is one of them. This connects the GPU compute units to better performance and efficiency.
Wait, Chat, you do this. I watch this video. We about it to be the Roblox. You want me to do it like that, Sony? What? You want me to relax Sony next console? You want me to relax Sony? Yes or no? Let me know. You want me to relax Sony? PlayStation. PlayStation 6. Let me know. I'll offer you really bad deal for love. We finish this, we hop in deal for love, and then we hop in Sony if you want to do Sony.
And there's also neural arrays that are built into the chip and handle ray tracing and also free up the CPU for and the next Xbox.
Okay.
Now, one thing that Microsoft has already confirmed is that Project Helix will maintain backwards compatibility across 4 generations of Xbox games. So your existing library will carry forward again. As for when we'll actually be seeing this Xbox, some reports have been suggesting late 2027.
Yeah.
Microsoft already mentioned
Might
that
take it 2 years.
sending out the alpha development kits to developers in early 2027.
Yeah,
And here's
because
the thing, benefits
2028.
typically arrive years before a console launches, not months.
2028.
The first hardware in early 2027, then a late 2027 launch seems really aggressive. So personally, I expect 2028. I think that's way more realistic.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. If all of these leaked specs are even remotely accurate, then this thing is going to be very expensive. According to Moore's Law,
Yes.
a realistic
Yes,
price
that
would
would
be
be.
around $999, with the cheapest option being around $900, with some aggressive pricing. But if Microsoft wants to make a profit, then you could be looking at upwards of $1,200. Yes, $1,200
Wow, that's
for a
not.
console. Now, I should mention that this Xbox is said to be able to run both Xbox and PC games, so they're not really positioning this as a $500 console anymore. They're positioning it against a $1,500 gaming PC. And
It is making sense.
$1,000 box that replaces both your console and your gaming PC.
It's
That actually
making
starts sounding
sense.
like a pretty good deal. But of course,
Yeah,
the big
yeah,
question
makes
is,
a lot
how
of
will
sense.
this new Xbox compare to the PS6? Well, Moore's Law is dead.
Oh my
The
gosh.
console may actually be using a smaller chip, roughly 280 square millimeters compared to over 400 for the Xbox. Larger chips usually mean more cores and more performance, but also a higher cost. So
Okay.
maybe targeting efficiency and a lower price point.
Wow. Wait, why did I skip this?
Is this for? Well, if you're a PC gamer who has never wanted to give up on your Steam library, then this may finally be the console or even PC to get, because it's a console that runs
Sorry. Yeah, but not by the Dream one, but by the Sonic and Shadow Federation. So is it worth it? You buy it? Yeah, I think it costs 800 or 800. It's a really good deal. So now you'll be a saint. You're powerful. You be. So it changed the outline. Your big one. Now you make smarter, like speaker. So you see what happened.
all of your PC games, and I'm assuming you'll also be able to run Windows apps here, so it's a proper PC, but with a better looking UI. If you're an Xbox fan who's been feeling like PlayStation has had the edge with this generation in terms of performance, well, Project
Wow, I
Helix
could
is
dream!
to win the battle once again. And if you're a PlayStation fan, well, keep watching the space, because if Microsoft delivers on even half of what they're promising, then Sony's going to have to respond. And
Fake.
but anyway, I'm very excited for Project Helix, because this is looking like one of the most ambitious gaming consoles or machines ever built. And who knows, maybe Sony's strategy will actually change with a PS6, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to run more than PS6 games on that. But anyway, stay tuned to the channel, because we will have more videos as soon as more info comes out. Oh, and remember to join War Thunder's community of over
No!
1 million players worldwide.
Wow, that it. That it, by the way, good sponsor.